Now, the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
After what many would consider a tumultuous week, Michigan State's football team was able to get back in the win column after rolling into Champaign and taking down previously 16th-ranked Illinois. What made Mel Tucker proud was his team's ability to play complementary football, so it's why we're starting the show this week with the top plays of the game, so you can see for yourself how the offense, defense, and special teams were working as one. On the Illini's first drive of the day, they went for it on 4th and goal, only to see Tommy DeVito's pass to Isaiah Williams fall incomplete. A major stop for the Spartans defense to get the game started on the right foot, and Tucker knew it. As for the 5th most influential play of the game, second quarter, Peyton Thorne finds Trey Mosley towards the back of the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown to put the Spartans on top 9-7, and it kept Tucker clapping on the sideline, that's for sure. Michigan State's defense would rise to the occasion on the very next drive. DeVito with the give and go to running back Chase Brown, and little did he know the X-Man was waiting for him. Xavier Henderson wraps Brown up, and the ball pops out for Henderson's second forced fumble in as many games. Overall, it was the 13th fumble the Spartans defense has forced this year. The Spartans offense stayed quiet until the third quarter. Thorne hands it off to Jarek Brassard, and he nearly goes 11 yards untouched for the TD to pad the Spartans lead, and they weren't done flexing their muscles in the end zone in Champaign. The second most influential play of the game came in the form of a touchdown pass. Spartan fans could count on nearly every game last year. Thorne with a dime to Jaden Reed, a 16-yard touchdown to really give MSU some cushion, 23-7. But the number one play is coming from the Spartans defense, and here's why. 2:57 to play in the game, 4th and 10 for Illinois, and linebacker Cal Haladay said, "Not today, Tommy." Him and Derek Harmon combined for the sack for another 4th down stop, and it was Haladay's second of the half. Haladay's performance caught the conference's attention. It's why they tabbed him the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. Not only was he able to come up with some monster stops on defense, but he also recorded a career-high 3.5 tackles for loss. And as he shared with our Nick Mantis, his dedication to detail is paying off.
Third Michigan State sack. Here comes the pressure. DeVito in trouble once again, and Michigan State dominates the line once again. The pressure was there from the snap, and Michigan State takes over up by 8. Illinois cannot stop the clock with 2:51 to go. Sparty has control of this game.
Coming off a game like that against Illinois, you have an outstanding performance that earned you the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. What was it like when you heard that you had received that honor?
I didn't find out till Monday morning after practice. It's exciting. It's an honor. I mean, I kind of just made a couple plays. I think I was just right place at the right time. You know, sometimes it just happens. I think it's awesome, and I'm really excited about it, and it's an honor.
Was it just positioning? Was it, you kind of knew, okay, Illinois tends to do this, so let me be over here on this side. What gave you the opportunity to be right place, right time?
We knew Illinois they had a really good running back, and and I was thinking play more downhill and stuff because their tendencies showed a lot of run, and try to bottle him up and try to get him before he got to the line of scrimmage so he doesn't have all that space, because that's where he was really good.
This time last year, when we were talking to you, there was a moment of you realizing that through fall camp, you were going to have more playing time.
Spring ball was really big for me. That's when I really started get a hold of the defense and felt really comfortable with the defense. And we had a scrimmage at the end of fall camp. Ended up doing pretty well in the coach's eyes, and they took a shot on me, and then that's pretty much the story, and that's how it's been since.
What's it been like for you now, a year later from our last conversation, and you've taken that opportunity and made it Conference Defensive Player of the Week type of performance in this career that you've been having?
think it's just like an example for like everyone in a way kind of thing. Like just work hard and you'll get what you put into, because I mean, I think like it's just an example and it just shows like it can happen. So it's like confidence, I think, for the younger guys too. It's like you can get on the field whenever you want, and I think the coaches will trust you when you show that you can be trusted. That's how it ends up, you being out in the field and stuff, and I think it just all falls into place after that.
As you go into not just your studying for football, but you're studying for school, can you just give us kind of an understanding of why everybody thinks you might be the smartest guy on the team?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, at first I was chemical engineering. I was chemical engineering for the first 2.5 years, I think. And then I switched to chemistry instead, which I think was just smarter thing for me to do, because it's a lot of work. Like engineering's on top of football. Like it worked out like with my schedule, like most of the classes matched up, so it just kind of like made sense. And then you go back to the meeting room for football right after you're done, so you just find time for everything, because you just gotta manage your time as best you can, because you don't get much of it. You don't get much free time. What is it then in the long run, chemistry-wise, that you want to do? Not really sure, but as my dad did it, he ended up being a chemistry teacher. So, I mean, there's options. You can do whatever. I could be a chemist if I really wanted to. Look in the medical field, like with medicines and stuff like that too. There's a bunch of options, but I think it's more broad than chemical engineering. I think chemical engineering is more straightforward, like path, whereas chemistry is a little bit more broad and you can do a little bit more with it. If you end up becoming a chemist, you might be a chemist who has the most pick sixes in the history of the field. So just be prepared to be walking into different labs like that.
Whether it be physical or mental, Haladay's toughness is rubbing off on the rest of the Spartans' defense. And as for the offense, wide receiver Keon Coleman continues to be a standout go-to target. And when we come back, you're going to find out for yourself that he has the swagger it takes to dominate at his position.
As we go to break, Farm Bureau Insurance invites you to register to win an exclusive private dinner with head coach Mel Tucker. Go to InsideTheGreensweeps.com to register.
At MSU FCU, we believe managing your finances should be easy. That's why we offer totally green checking with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and tons of account features you'll love, like free bill payment and mobile deposit, free access to your credit score, and much more. Plus, you can easily manage your money anytime, anywhere with the free mobile app. Stop by a branch, give us a call, or visit us online and open your totally green checking account today.